Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the virtual edition of our annual membership luncheon. I'm so glad that you could be with us today. So glad you're joining us, whether you're joining us from your office, from your home office, or in any number of other settings, the golf course, the lake, wherever you may be. Just glad you've prioritized this time together. My name is Matt Morrow, and I'm honored to serve as the president of the Springfield Area Chamber of Commerce. While this year's event isn't exactly a luncheon, you are, of course, free to grab a sandwich in whatever setting you might be in, but this is one of our very favorite events and programs of the year because it gives us a chance to provide you with a mid-year update about our efforts to grow the economy, to create opportunities for your business, and to show our appreciation for our members as well. Without your support, we couldn't continue the work we do every single day to make Springfield an even better place to work and to live. But before we get into our program today, I would like to take just a moment to thank the sponsors that help make today's event possible. Our presenting sponsor is CenturyLink, and this is a very special anniversary for our community and for CenturyLink. Exactly 1 year ago today, City Utilities announced its partnership with CenturyLink for high-speed data delivery, gigabit service to every home and business in Springfield. Scott Miller was CU's general manager at the time, and at that time he noted that it was truly a game changer for Springfield, and I couldn't agree more. This was the type of project that we've seen spur greater economic activity and growth in other cities that we have toured as a part of our community leadership visits in the past. And I have great news to share today. Construction of that network is in progress, moving right along, in fact, ahead of schedule. And in fact, CenturyLink is now bringing affordable fiber gigabit service to North Springfield. It's available right now. They're already serving customers. You can learn more at CenturyLink.com/Springfield. I want to thank you for your generous support, CenturyLink, of today's event and for your investment in our community. We have several other sponsors that helped with today's event as well. Our gold sponsor for today is Oasis Hotel and Convention Center, and we're so grateful to be coming to you today live from the stage in their ballroom. Our silver sponsors are Arvest Bank, Bass Pro Shops, and Jack Henry and Associates, and our bronze sponsor today is SRC Holdings Corporation. We also have a number of corporate sponsors supporting today's event, and you can see those sponsors listed on your screen as well. And of course, we couldn't bring you today's event without the support of the incredible staff here at the Oasis and the team at Southwest Audio Visual. They have done a tremendous job pivoting and being flexible and bringing this kind of high-quality programming to you virtually in this unusual set of circumstances. Thank you so much for your hard work and for your support. Well, as we all know, this year is much different than we anticipated. But we also know that no one is more resilient or innovative than our area business community. And the Chamber has been working hard throughout 2020 to help support you in the new ways that you need support. If you haven't seen it already, we want to invite you to take a look at the informational flyer that we put together about the Chamber's COVID-19 response efforts on your behalf so far this year. To find that flyer, you can go very directly to springfieldchamber.com/COVID response. Again, that's springfieldchamber.com/COVID response for a look at the myriad ways your chamber has been working to help you this year. That flyer also includes information about successful efforts to date in our areas of strategic focus, including advocacy and economic development, among others. But this event is really always more about offering thanks. This year, even more than usual, we're especially thankful for all of you. Your continued hard work to keep our economy going, your flexibility and your strength and your innovation to support those that are especially vulnerable during these difficult times. And we're also incredibly thankful for our volunteer leadership. They have helped us pivot to meet new needs head on. And no one has been more crucial or more well-timed as a volunteer leader in our community and in our chamber for those efforts than our chairman of the board in 2020, who I'm delighted to introduce and bring to the stage right now. So would you please welcome from Guarantee Bank, their Chief Operating Officer and our 2020 chairman of the board, Robin Robeson.
Thank you, Matt. I am Robin Robeson, and I have the privilege of serving as your board chairman this year. And what a year it has been so far. Frankly, like most of you, I'm sure, this year has not been anything like what I expected or planned for. As chairman, I thought my year would be filled with in-person events and lots of opportunity to network and meet new people. Well, that's how January and February were, and then everything changed. We've all been doing most things virtually since March, and this is the first time we've not been in person for this event. 2020 has been a year of first times for all of us, and I'm thankful that you're joining us today for our first ever virtual annual membership meeting. Now, the annual membership lunch has always been about thanking our members for their engagement and investment and providing you with an accountability report in terms of our progress to date on the Chamber's Strategic Action Plan. That's the plan that contains the nuts and bolts of the tactical actions designed to grow jobs, our workforce, and investment in the region, resulting in more opportunities for your businesses. And we have accomplished some very significant objectives of that action plan so far in 2020. But because of the pandemic, this year has also demanded a different focus and response from the Chamber. We tried to meet you in the moment you were experiencing to help you navigate the uncharted waters of COVID-19. Hopefully you've had a chance to take a look at the COVID-19 response flyer that Matt mentioned, where you'll find a rundown of many of the actions we've taken over the past several months to meet the urgent needs of our members. Most importantly, the Chamber's been your representative voice and advocate during this time. From curating information for you on our website and in policy updates to connecting you with the right leaders to answer your most urgent questions, our sincere desire has been to connect you with the right resources to help you reopen as safely and as quickly as possible, and most importantly, to be able to remain open. The Chamber initially conducted proactive and direct outreach to members, and many of you also reached out to us, resulting in more than 1,600 interactions to date. And what we've learned from you is invaluable. No one knows better than you do how your business operates, and no one has a bigger stake in protecting the health of your employees and customers than you do. As we've worked to convene and connect businesses with decision makers, your feedback and technical intelligence have influenced effective policy. Public health expertise, driven by local data and combined with local business operational understanding, equals innovative and successful solutions. This has been an incredibly challenging time with significant threats to business in the context of a rapidly changing regulatory landscape. Amidst what has sometimes been a negative and divisive climate, you've continued to focus on supporting your employees, preserving jobs, and meeting the needs of your customers, all while working to comply with evolving multiple layers of regulation to keep everyone safe. I am so proud of you and the example that you've set. And I'm so proud of our Chamber. While difficult, this time has served as an incredible example of the value proposition of the Chamber. There are many reasons why I believe it's important to invest in Chamber membership. But even if none of the others existed, this function of the Chamber, which is advocating for business and serving as our voice in the policy process, would be reason enough to pay my dues year after year. Because of the Chamber, you have a seat at the table. You are heard when policy is being made that directly affects your ability to do business. As I mentioned earlier, the pandemic didn't stop us from working on and achieving a number of our other core strategic priorities. There were legislative wins in Jefferson City during the 2020 session that have been signed by the governor. One of those is a measure to expand licensing reciprocity, which will help recruit talent to fill in-demand jobs, and also a bill limiting frivolous lawsuits in certain cases and restricting some punitive damage awards. There's more work ahead next year, and we'll be in the state capitol every week to speak to your priorities. The Chamber was advocating at the local level as well. Longtime employer Kraft Heinz is reinvesting in its Springfield manufacturing facility as part of a 5-year, $48 million project to enhance its manufacturing operations and capacity. This is the third major capital investment in the facility over the last several years, demonstrating Kraft Heinz's commitment to the Springfield region and its current workforce of 950 people. The project was competitive with Kraft Heinz plants in other markets, and the Chamber engaged your business peers to speak in support of Springfield City Council's approval to authorize the industrial development project. Now, your Chamber is focused on positioning members and our business community for economic recovery. We are working to build a bridge through what remains of this pandemic to a brighter future. I'm an optimist, and I believe it is important for all of us to have confidence in the fact that this is temporary. At the Chamber, we're focused on being at our best for you, because that's what it takes to ensure business has a strong voice in the reopening and recovery process and can engage in constructive dialogue. We must listen to one another and lean into the unique collaborative spirit this community is built on. The spirit that truly makes us the very best version of ourselves. We have a lot to look forward to. We've talked to so many of you one-on-one in recent months, and I hope you know how much we appreciate your hard work and what it means to our community. You've sacrificed so much, and yet you've continued to adapt and respond in ways that have enabled our community to keep our jobs, to take care of our clients, our customers, and our families. It's a privilege to serve you, and I want to thank you for being a part of the Springfield Area Chamber of Commerce. One of the most important things we do in the fall of each year is our annual REACH campaign. For those listening who may be newer Chamber members, this is the 5th year for REACH, and it has continued to get better each and every year. Today, I have the pleasure of announcing and introducing the person who will lead REACH this year as our campaign chairman. I'm very excited and grateful that someone I've worked with professionally and known personally will be leading REACH for us. That person is Commerce Bank's Bob Hammerschmidt. I met Bob back in 1998 when he moved to Springfield from Columbia with his beautiful wife Melinda and their 3 young boys to lead Commerce Bank's Springfield region. I worked at Commerce at the time, and Bob was our new leader. And it didn't take me long to realize how special he was, and I had the privilege of working with and for him for almost 10 years. Bob is a long-time and well-respected banker, but in my opinion is just a tremendous human being. He's taught me so much over the last 20 years, not just about banking, but about life. I've never known anyone who could move to a new community like Bob did and become such an integral part of the business community and get involved civically in such a short time. I've seen him step up time and time again to help so many different organizations, and I couldn't imagine Springfield without Bob Hammerschmidt. Thank goodness Commerce moved him here in 1998. In my opinion, there is no one that can bloom where they are planted any better than Bob. And I know that he prides himself on his ability to collaborate and adapt to change. Both of those skills are more important than ever right now, and both make him the ideal person to lead this important chamber initiative. It is my pleasure to introduce our 2020 REACH campaign chairman, my friend Bob Hammerschmidt.
Robin, thank you so much for that wonderful introduction. It's a real privilege to work with you again for the betterment of our Springfield Area Chamber. And thank you so much for taking on this important leadership role in our community. I'm very pleased to serve as chairman of the Chamber's 5th annual REACH campaign. What an honor it is, though, really to have what I believe to be the dream team of vice chairs this year who will help engage a little over 80 volunteers to conduct REACH 2020. I'd like to mention them. They're effective and proven leaders of the Chamber. They include current board member Jocelyn Baldner, Executive Vice President and Chief Retail Officer at Central Bank, past board member Dwayne Fulk, Associate General Manager and Chief Counsel at City Utilities, 3-time REACH Vice Chair Brent Baldwin, Executive Vice President and Commercial Division Manager at Commerce Bank, and 2016 Chamber Chair Debbie Shantz-Hart, owner of Housing Plus LLC, and finally, immediate past chair from 2019, Jeff Childs, commercial real estate expert at SVN Rankin & Company. I could not be more proud of this dedicated campaign cabinet for REACH 2020. As Robin mentioned, this is the 5th year for the Chamber's REACH campaign. Prior to that time, I remember that the Chamber marketed throughout the year its advertising and sponsorship opportunities. It seemed like we were being bombarded. Members were being bombarded with a wide array of opportunities. So in 2016, our chamber decided to take a different, more intelligent approach. REACH's member-centric campaign model allows your business to consider all sponsorship options this year for the following year, in this case 2021, and do so in a timely way that can help you budget and plan. Promoting your business or organization in a partnership with the Chamber's quality events, communications, and programs always strengthens your brand. This is a successful approach because of over 80 purpose-driven volunteers. These are your peers that are so passionate about the value of the Chamber. They volunteer their time and energy to help members connect with the most beneficial promotional opportunities that will meet their unique needs. One of the best aspects of the REACH campaign is that it is forward-looking, focused on the future. Your chamber is working to stay on target, and in our campaign, we want to reach that new target together. I worked in an industry where I've certainly experienced the impact of economic fluctuations. In 46 years in the banking business, I've seen 7 recessions and a number of economic downturns. But I can tell you the benefit of that experience is knowing that business environment will always improve under any circumstances. So aligning your brand with a chamber that promotes economic vitality always has unparalleled value. As Robin mentioned, your chamber is here to help you build that bridge, to know, we know, it will be a brighter future. In our plans for next year, we've worked to create greater certainty by carefully scheduling events and programs. You'll also find a diverse array of opportunities that involve digital and video communications. No matter the size of your business or organization or the industry that you're in, you'll find quality options at the right price point to achieve your objectives. Investing in the Chamber is an investment in your business and our community's future. As one of the major financial institutions in this community, Commerce Bank makes our largest economic and community development investment in the Springfield area of Chamber each year. Why? Because the Chamber makes Springfield a great place to do business, and it does so in 4 ways. Robin talked about advocacy, and we do such a great job. I mean, your membership truly is worth that investment, but we have to have good building and development regulations, good taxes, and so forth to have a good economic environment. Then there's workforce development. We have to have a workforce that meets the needs of our current community and the projected needs of the economy. Thirdly, educating and promoting members of the Chamber with training and networking opportunity has long been a hallmark of the Springfield area of Chamber, and I know that you're taking advantage of those. And finally, there's economic development, helping to create more better paying jobs. That's the rising tide that lifts all of our boats. We believe that our company will do no better than the community we serve, and that's why Commerce Bank supports the Chamber, and I'll bet all of you feel the same way. The Chamber will be providing more details soon about how to take advantage of the opportunities in the REACH campaign, so watch for mail and email. Now, you can also visit the Chamber's website at www.springfieldchamber.com/reach to fill out an online request, and a volunteer will contact you. It's important to engage now. This window of opportunity does not last forever. The campaign starts in early September and ends in early November. So thank you for your support of the Chamber and its mission to spur economic growth and increase opportunities for your business to succeed. And with that, I'll hand it back to Matt. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you so much for leading, not just, of course, in this most recent way, but in so many ways in our community and our chamber over the years. And thank you for specifically leading this campaign in this key year, Bob. I can't imagine anyone better to lead us through REACH in 2020 than you. So thanks very much for that. And to all of you watching, if you've been a participant in the campaign in the past, I just want to thank you for your support and ask for your continued support in that way. And if you haven't yet joined in, we do hope that you'll be encouraged to get involved in the campaign this year when it starts in September. There are many ways to get involved. Of course, you can help pair your brand with chamber branding and programming as well. And you can also volunteer if you'd like to do that. And as Bob said, if you'd like to learn more about the campaign, please do visit springfieldchamber.com/reach and fill out the brief form there, so a volunteer can reach out to you in the coming weeks and provide you with those available opportunities for 2021. Once again, we'd like to thank all of the organizations that sponsored today's annual membership event and helped make it possible. A special word of thanks to our presenting sponsor, CenturyLink, for your generous support of today's event and of our community. And one final thought for all of our members as well. I want you to know that our team at the Chamber knows what you've been going through these past several months. The reason we know it is because you've told us and because we've had the honor of walking through it with you together, working hard on your behalf. Of course, if 2020 has taught us anything, it's taught us that no one knows exactly what the future holds. But I do know this: there is no one in whom I have more confidence than the people of this community. We have weathered crises in the past by working together, by lending a helping hand or a sympathetic ear to those who need it. And that's how we're going to get through this crisis too. We're going to come out of this together, and I believe we'll be stronger than ever before. And someday soon, when we're able to gather together in person again, we will celebrate our continued collaboration, our continued friendship, and our newfound strength. It's a true privilege to lead the Springfield Area Chamber of Commerce and to serve you on behalf of this community. Thank you so much for your continued support, and we'll see you soon.